it with music, beautiful music. Hello, I'm Fred Miller, and this is yet another one of my lectures in song. And before we go into the great lady songwriters, a little bit about me. I was born in Albuquerque, had a great classical piano teacher, and then right on my 13th birthday, the Beatles arrived in America, and then my musical horizons expanded to include the great rock songs of the 60s. That went on through high school until summer after I graduated. I hitchhiked with a friend from New Mexico to the Woodstock Festival. I was due to go to college, but I went very briefly, then left, tootled around the country in a VW Bug, and finally settled in Greenwich Village. And at some point, somebody gave me an album of Ella Fitzgerald singing Cole Porter, and here I am. The world of Gershwin, Porter, Kern, Rogers, Berlin, Fred Astaire, Judy Garland, Ethel Merman, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby. What a field. And I came up with the idea of lectures in song, each one being a profile of a great personality or some aspect of American popular song. The program at hand, well, it's one of 75 that I offer. I started with 6 and it just kept expanding. This is songwriters, and in this case I call it the Great Lady Songwriters. Now, there was one great lady songwriter who really had the stature, really, of all the big giants. She was Dorothy Fields. But I think most of the other women in American songwriting had to take a more sort of a secondary sort of a place in the whole amazing history of this great, great field. First, let's talk about, well, 8 ladies here who were not Dorothy Fields. Starting with Beth Slater Whitson, born 1879, lived until 1930. She was a lyricist, born in Goodrich, Tennessee. Her father was a newspaper editor, and in her time she wrote something like 400 songs, poems, short stories. In 1978, I guess on her centennial, a historical marker was dedicated. It reads, "She gave beauty and color and enjoyment to her community from which those qualities had been far-reaching and long-lasting." Well, 2 songs indeed have been long-lasting. That is her legacy. This first one, first of 2, written with a fellow named Leo Friedman. This one was written in 1909. She apparently wasn't savvy enough about the business, so she didn't get any royalties for this, but still remembered. Meet me tonight in dreamland, under the silvery moon. Meet me tonight in dreamland, where love's sweet roses bloom. Come with the love light gleaming in your dear eyes of blue. Meet me in dreamland, sweet dreamy dreamland, there let my dreams come true. This one she made some money on. 1910, again with Leo Friedman. I am dreaming, dear, of you day by day, dreaming when the skies are blue, when they're gray, when the silvery moonlight gleams, still I wander on in dreams, in a land of love it seems, just with you. Can you guess what it is? Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. First of the ladies being celebrated, Beth Slater Whitson. Another name it's not a household name, Mabel Wayne, born 1904, lived till 1978. She was a composer, very well schooled. She was born in Brooklyn, but studied in piano in Switzerland. Was a vaudeville pianist and a dancer, and she was really the first real big hit maker, female hit maker, I guess after World War I in Tin Pan Alley. Her songs appeared in a movie, one of the very early talkies called King of Jazz, which celebrates Paul Whiteman. Anyway, here's one of several songs. This one I think was in King of Jazz. In a little Spanish town was on a night like this.